We had one person went out and watched my videos and basically memorized what I had been putting out there, and then redid a video.
Just yesterday, as I was waiting for the new year, 2 hours to midnight, I get a little ding on my phone, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is.
This week, I was looking on the internet. I wanted to look up and review Zachariah's thermonuclear war. So I typed it into YouTube, Zachariah's thermonuclear war.
So I look it up and I see, oh, it looks like I get a comment from Michael Rood. I'm thinking, well, it says Michael Jonah Rood. His real name is Michael John Rood. So I don't know if this is like the real guy or a fake guy.
And then I looked, someone has Zachariah's thermonuclear war, and it has 75,000 views. So I watched it.
This is what the comment says. It says, respect of your elders would require you to acknowledge your source and not steal my research and pretend you have the intellectual capacity or spiritual maturity to critique my work. You misquote me and do not understand the rule of or my position on the Hebrew Matthew.
Here is my work. Someone took my work and they redid it, and they did a fine job.
I coined the phrase Zachariah's thermonuclear war, and then quote marks Zachariah's thermonuclear war, end quotes. You will go nowhere by plagiarism. Just a warning to a young opportunist who is stealing my words and examples verbatim. Call my office and speak with me. Michael Jonah Rood.
And people came to me and said that this guy was plagiarizing me. And I said, if a person makes it their own and, takes my material and makes it their own and gets it out there, I said, that's what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be teaching faithful people who will teach others also.
So I answered, I gave him my phone number and said that I do quote Michael Rood. The reason I titled it the Zachariah's Thermonuclear War is because in this video, I am actually talking about Michael Rood and his revelation of Zachariah's thermonuclear war.
And when I looked at this, I first of all, I was appreciative that they actually cited me. Now, I believe 3 times in their description that this is where they got it from. So this person was honest in how they did it.
It's not plagiarism. This is me explaining Michael Rood's teachings and how I found them in 2009. What is this whole thing with Zachariah's thermonuclear war and the return of Messiah? Well, this teacher goes by the name of Michael John Rood. This guy, Michael Rood, he came to town on May 4th, 2009. And starting then, I began to study Bible prophecy.
In that particular case, someone, cited me, and it went on from there. But
anyway, because that started the whole thing with Michael Rood personally attacking myself, I've decided I need to do this video and just spell out for a fact that I really do not have any connection whatsoever with Michael Rood.
Of course, the internet has taken beating fellow servants to a whole new level at this particular point in time.
Compiling this chronological gospels. I want to say first off that I had the idea to put the gospels into chronological order way before I had even heard the name Michael Rood.
And you're using phraseology, and you're using exactly, it's basically the same outline in the same words, and you can't say that you have never heard of him and you've never watched him.
Michael may like to draw the connection further and call me a copycat or say I plagiarized his works. But I really don't think it's possible to plagiarize something if I really have no idea what it is to begin with. Like, for instance, the book that I have written, the chronological Gospels, I named it As Jesus Walked, the 4 Gospels in One. What I did over the last, it's been over 5 years now, of putting the Gospels into chronological order from start to finish, retranslating them from the biblical Greek. It's something very, very similar to what Michael Rood does. or has done. He claims that he spent 30 plus years organizing the Bible of organizing the New Testament, putting them in a chronological order,